Hey indie game fans! While Pokémon Sword and Shield will be the main highlight for many in terms of monster taming games this year, I wanted to take a look at the top 5 best upcoming monster taming indie games due to my love of the weird and wonderful creatures in this genre. Fair warning though, not many new titles since the last video, but we have had some news and updates which I would like to share.
Oh yeah, nah, g'day mate. I'm Dave, and this is New Aotearoa. Round here, there are these creatures called Notemon. They're usually alright, eh? But lately they've been getting up to mischief, so when you come to visit, don't go too far out of town. We've got a beautiful beach with some choice waves. If you're lucky, someone will lend you a walker and you can go for a paddle. You probably don't want to go too far into the forest. There's this old fella living there with this great big barn he built for Notemon to live in. What a nutter! There's also this dark cave, and the kids reckon there's a bloody tiny fella living in there. Anyway, if you want to come visit, I'm selling tickets later this year, so pack your bags and come have a tour of New Aotearoa.
Notemon is one of the smaller titles in development, and as a result, I'm very confident that it will release this year. Set in the New Zealand-inspired New Aotearoa, this has its fair share of local slang and character, making it feel pretty unique. Built in Pico 8, which is a good tool for starting developers, I myself am very charmed by this little game. Alright, I'll admit it. The recently announced Disc Creatures by Japanese indie developer Picorine Soft was the main reason for this video, sporting a Gen 1 Pokémon look with a combat system similar to Dragon Warrior monsters, and of course, from the disc and the name, Monster Rancher influence as well. This combines aspects of giants in the genre. There are over 200 monsters to encounter, and contrary to some opinions that I've seen, I do quite like the monster design, and best of all, it is slated for 2019. TemTem was a massively successful Kickstarter campaign by the team behind Immortal Redneck, and its sales pitch is basically what if Pokémon but an MMO. While no new footage has been shown off, the developers have been very busy with a stream of Kickstarter updates showing off new areas, creatures, and features. In an update at the end of March 2019, the developer noted that the team almost doubled in size since the campaign, but for the most important bit to all of us, the game should still be on schedule for an early access release in September 2019. Ooblets is another title which has been on my radar since it is just so adorable, combining farming, town life, and creature collection and battling mechanics, which are in turn inspired by Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, and Pokémon respectively. This is a game which I am highly anticipating myself. In line with the whimsy of the title, the Ooblets battle in a dance-off rather than straight-up combat, so with a large variety of creatures and the pleasant pastel art style, this will fall into the wholesome games category for sure. While initially announced for 2018, it looks like the developers are planning to launch in early access instead, so keeping my fingers crossed that this will be out this year. Finally, Monster Sanctuary is a monster collecting Metroidvania, which is just the perfect combination for me, since I love both these genres. Basically, explore the overworld with your usual platforming and Metroidvania style abilities, but this time, the abilities are through your monsters, Pokémon TemTem style. Once you get into combat, this then changes into a 3v3 turn-based battle. We have your rock, paper, scissors of elemental effects, a significant cast of interesting monsters, individual skill trees for each monster, crafting and upgrading of equipment, and stat enhancing foods. The developer recently announced a partnership with Team 17 Digital, creator of Worms and publisher of great indie games such as Overcooked, Yoku's Island Express, and My Time at Porsche, so it looks like their publishing catalogue of indie games is getting better by the day. For merging two of my favourite genres, this takes the #1 spot. For more upcoming indie games, check out the previous video or click on the playlist and I will see you after the jump.